What is up? What is down? The Commanders are in town. Y'all don't want to miss this.
Here to bring you the facts, data, and statistics up close and personal. Letting you decide if it truly is hate or debate.
Pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer! Oh my God! They know that! Are you kidding me?
What is good in the neighborhood? We got a special episode today because we have a very special guest in the building. Maserati Quarters in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Show your love.
Dope.
Yo. And we also in the building with me, myself, MVP The Gate, as well as Mr. Who?
Mr. Hit on with that. Yo. What's goody?
Man, I'm good. How y'all feeling, man?
We good. We good.
Yeah. Everything thought me in.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not mad at that at all, man. I love that too. I love that too, man. I love that. Hey. I got a couple light ones for y'all, man. Since we into this final four of the NFL, you won't really have to look at the attire. And ask our special guest who he's going for.
Oh.
Because I don't know where he was, Boogie. Saturday, I don't know where he was, but I know he had the same feeling that I had, man. I know he had the same feeling that I had, man.
Yeah.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my.
Well, for you first, before you first talk about Washington, what stood out to you with Detroit in that game? What looked different with you with them?
They were distracted. They were really distracted. They were worried about making coaching changes, taking interviews. They didn't take us seriously, and we came in there and punched them in the mouth.
And they kept punching him. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to interject, but go ahead, sir.
They ran it up. They ran it up. They ran it up. He's just getting beat, that's all.
Shut up, girl.
He's just getting beat, that's all. Yo, I'm telling you. Trap, if you would have, I know you watched the game. You know what I mean? What stood out to me for Detroit is what I knew a lot of people was going to sleep on, and that was the defense of Washington, the special teams of Washington, the trenches of those guys, man. I knew. And then when I saw, like, we had talked a couple weeks before the playoffs even started, and you was talking about his ribs. You had favorited it today. You know what I mean? That one right there, that was a cold take. So I should have had that ready. Matter of fact, I might have to share the screen to put that up there because he ain't put up there when he had got hurt. Trap, go ahead. Matter of fact, go ahead. Fill him in with the score. Fill him in with the story, Mozzie Ice. Fill him in with that story that you told me, man.
So basically, when we had our conversation, he had just hurt his ribs, and he was reckless. I'm not even gonna lie. He was making plays, but he wasn't getting down. So when he took that hit to his ribs, and he realized, okay, hold on now, as a franchise player, these mugs hit way harder. Like everybody fast. So when he rested, came back, as you can see, when he runs behind his line. He just ain't out there. Oh, No, he runs behind his line, and then he knows how to get out of bounds.
I saw a lot of people leave with that. Oh, it didn't
Lift
always
him.
work out. Hey, Boogie, go ahead, man. What's your take on it, man? Would you see that stood out on you versus on Detroit side, man?
Well, as my boy Mozzie said, man, listen, them boys came out and they hit hard, man. And from what I seen, they were the more prepared team, man. You know, Washington, that is. Washington was more prepared in this instance, man. And like a couple things we talked a couple shows ago, but I told you, man, Washington playing with house money. It's like if you go to Vegas, bro, and you start out gambling, say you start out gambling with $1,000 and you run it up to about $150,000. Look, you already winning. You know what I mean? You could walk away now. But listen, why stop there? If I only came in here with 1,000, like yo, if I'm up like this, you gotta keep gambling, bro. And what I see from them is, yeah, what I see from Washington, boy, they gambling big, man. And listen, Washington is in a good spot for a lot of years to come. They're gonna. I told you, Pete, they're only gonna get better. So whatever happens after this year, it's only gonna go up. It's only gonna go up. But you got a two-headed monster as far as running backs. You can switch it up, switch the tone. You got one running back that can, catch the ball out the backfield and run it between the lines. You got you a ground and pound running back in Robinson. You know what I'm saying? You got you a bona fide number one receiver, which is Scary Terry. You know what I mean? Then you got a couple.
We ain't on them yet.
Oh, okay, all right, my bad.
I wanted to know.
I'm sorry. You told me that. You said what I see. I'm sorry. I apologize, man.
Detroit.
Excuse me.
I let you cook.
On Detroit. Oh man. On Detroit. And I said this already, man. Like that defense, all them injuries on defense finally caught up with them. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because offensively they didn't do that bad. I mean, they put up 31 points. You know what I'm saying? So that's good in the NFL, but you can't allow somebody to put a 45 piece on your head. And from like I told you from earlier this week, bro, like we watched Detroit all year do teams bad like this. 40s, 44, like, you know what I mean? They was at the 40-40 club. Like, you know what I mean?
The brakes off the Vikings.
Yeah. So, you just ran into a bigger and badder opponent, man, in that specific game. That's why I love the NFL. That's why I love the NFL, because regardless of what your record is, if you get in the playoffs, it's one game. All right. One game.
Unless you can't fit it in, the refs come through and help you out.
Tell me this. We going downside. We going downside of the Final Four. Y'all heard me? We going downside of the Final Four. All right.
Okay.
So, what did y'all see that was wrong with the Rams?
The weather.
I'll interject quickly. I'll say Saquon, bro. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I can't say weather. I can say Saquon, man. That's all I saw was the only difference to me personally. I didn't see much difference in the whole game. Hurts did get the run. It was earlier in that game. After he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Before the snow.
When it got cooking like that, and Boogie said on another take, before then, he hadn't seen another running back run like that in the snow in that jersey since 2-5 out there, who is known by who, Boogie?
Shady McCoy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Crazy work.
That's the only thing I got to say. Now, fellas, y'all can take y'all turn. Who want to take this one first on what y'all saw in that game right there? Now, remember, we're going with the downside because we're going to go up after this with all of the teams that are in it still. All right? So what did you see in the Rams?
I'm going to just make 1 point, and I'm going to make this 1 point.
All right.
The Rams played the Eagles twice this year. Saquon gave these boys 500 yards. I'm done. Twice this year, 500 yards. Some running backs played 17 games, ain't even had 500 yards. He played them twice, 255 one time, 205 on the ground, and 39 pass. Yeah, that's 500. You just go ahead. But go ahead, Mozzie.
Hold on now. Did you forget the five? Did you forget like the 5 touchdowns to go along with them rush?
Yeah, excuse me, I did, sir. I
dropped the deuce on them.
Wow.
I can't do nothing but laugh. I can't do nothing but laugh. But yo, like I said, that was my only thing that I saw that was wrong with the Rams as a team. I hadn't even talked about Philly. That's what I saw was wrong with the Rams, y'all. So, I mean, y'all might have a different take. If not, then we can go ahead and I want to see what y'all downfall or what y'all thought was wrong with the Houston Texans in that game. You know what I mean? We live, we lit. Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, Mozzie.
Yeah, Mozzie, you the guest, man.
All I'm gonna say is, Patty Mahomes is out there baiting, man. He's out there baiting, bro. And the refs is like, oh yeah, let's give it to him, bro. This man slowed up so people could hit him out of bounds. Come on, man. That man slid and nobody hit him, and it was like flag. What?
He did the LeBron in the NFL.
I'm a Commanders fan, and when I seen Louis knock the dog shit out of golf, I was like, damn, that's a penalty. I knew that because, bro, he laid him down. If that would have been Mahomes, they would have ejected that man. So anytime y'all tackle Mahomes, man, you got to put a pillow down, give him a blanket, read him a story, make sure he got him some milk, and make sure he hit the ground, bro. If there is any wind when that man hit the ground, you get the penalty, bro.
Yeah. Will you see that happen in that Boogie, in that Houston game? Will you see what they went wrong in there, man?
First of all, yo, Mozzie is always welcome to this show. I just want to throw that out. I'm throwing a disclaimer out there. Bro, we 13 minutes in, and my boy in here cooking, boy. I'm talking about he cooking like it's Sunday, boy. He got all kind of pots and pans jamming. But yo, on another note, like yo, for that game, bro, listen. I just think with Houston, bro, like they was just, if they'd have had, like I told you, they'd have had one of them other receivers available, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs. I think easily we looking at a totally different game, bro. And I do agree with Mozzie, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, you know, Kansas City does get some unbelievable calls. Let's just throw that out there. And don't get it twisted. I really rock with Pat Mahomes, but it is getting kind of outrageous right now. Like, you know what I mean? It's getting kind of outrageous. So, yeah, I think if Houston had, you know what I'm saying, one more piece available, bro, we'll be looking at a different thing. But going forward, Houston is here. I said it on the last show. I disrespected them boys. I said they coming. Houston is here. DeMeco Ryan, led by DeMeco Ryan, you got you a franchise quarterback. You got arguably 2 number 1 receivers because it could be, Nico Collison's been there the longest, but Stephon Diggs is a number 1 too. You went and got you a bona fide number 1 running back and Joe Mixon. The defense is still. Boogie, I'm super impressed about what DeMeco doing over there on that defense because, bro, between the draft and some of the offseason,
I said this is what they overlooking on that whole defense. You know how good Al Shire is out there, and that linebacker core is. I've been saying and looking at all year outside of that, those DBs.
Of course. I was about to get
Mahomes' yards was outside of Go ahead, finish cooking. I'm sorry. I only wanted to say
No,
that.
no, no, no. You straight.
Remember,
That's what I was
that was
going at.
the only reason I picked them to beat them, because I knew if they played the way they played, but just they didn't have no answer for Kelsey the whole time. They ain't have no answer for that. But those receivers, man, yo, it was a wrap, man. We saw them.
They had the seatbelts been on them. The receivers. The seatbelts was on. I'm talking about the seatbelt. You know how when you stop suddenly in the car and that seatbelt grab you tight?
Yeah.
That seatbelt was on them receivers. Clear as day.
You already know Tony can't even catch anyway.
All right, yo. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna tell you what I think first. What was wrong with got doggone the Ravens, Mark Andrews.
Who sent you? You from Midland, right?
If you didn't walk back to that locker room, if you didn't walk back to that locker room in slow motion with "How Do I Say Goodbye to Yesterday" playing softly in your ear, I don't know what the hell's going on, man. That is what I saw was going on. I'm tired and I'm mad. I started off on 10 on this take because all week I've been watching them saying, Lamar's been getting there. He can't get it done in the playoffs. He can't do this. He can't do that. He did it. He did it in front of every single person's face, even through a pass that only the receiver could catch in a pocket where anywhere else he would have dropped it because it would have been behind him. Man, everybody watched that game. We saw the first half. That's not what defined this game. That is not what defined this game. Because if also, who had more mistakes? If you look at the arm, if you look at the talent, what they's talking about, he's not doing. He did it. He drove those boys up the field, man. Odds against them. Y'all saw are we watching the same game that they're talking about when they saying this man didn't do what he did out there? I'm done. Rant over with. That's my question to y'all, man. Because I didn't see nothing else out there besides that drop. Could have been anything else. In that moment, nah.
Everybody tried to bail that man out. Okay? Everybody tried to bail Andrews out. When Andrews was cooking all season long, that was his go-to. That was his go-to. So they try to take the heat off that man, but like, well, Lamar Jackson threw a pick and he fumbled. Well, that wasn't in clutch time. That man brought them back, threw a touchdown, and then he put the game in his best, what he felt best person's hands, because he been throwing you that route all fucking year long. Sir, you done played in the snow before. This shit ain't new to you. Then all of a sudden you dropping shit. Sir, you cost him that game, bro. You
cost him, yo. It wasn't nothing else that lost that.
Bro, you can't use nobody as a scapegoat. Yes, that man threw a pick. He made a fumble, but that man brought the team back and he put him in a position to win. You also fumble. And then you lost him the game when it was on the line.
He had a chance. So wait a minute. So you're telling me he had a chance to make up for a mistake like Lamar did? He could have cleared all his debts like Lamar did, all at one time.
All at one time. But you know what he did? He shit the bed.
Listen, I was sitting here and I was trying to compel an argument for it not to be Mark Andrews' fault. And I thought about it. I sat here, man, and I play I'm an avid fantasy football player, right? I had Mark Andrews. I drafted him pretty high on the tight ends list. To be honest with you, Wazzy, Mark Andrews didn't start playing good until later in the season because he was definitely wetting the bed all year compared to Mark Andrews of the past. He's been tight end, you know what I'm saying, like the top 3 tight end over the last like 5 years. This year, like it was terrible. I'm talking about it was beyond bad. Like, I ended up in that league when I had him on my team in that league. I was last place in my league. But you know what I'm saying? That's neither here. What I would have liked to see in that moment right there, I would have liked to see Lamar go to Isaiah Likely. I would have liked that play over the Mark Andrews play because Isaiah is a little bit more clutch. And I think going forward, I think Isaiah should be featured more than Mark Andrews. But that's a discussion for another time, another day. But yo, like, after listening to both of y'all talk that talk, like yo, it definitely was Mark Andrews' fault. It was Mark's fault. You had your chance to make it right.
Nobody's on you.
The play I'm talking about, it was a walk-in, bro. It was a walk-in.
You didn't see the longest yard?
And even from his position, Boogie, it was a fall in.
Yeah.
He threw it right to him. All you had to do was fall with it.
And bro, and those are some of the easier passes to catch when you fall and like you can use your whole body rather than just using your hand.
Yeah, you don't gotta reach and pull it in and extend it up. You That's a quarterback knowing his
and
receiver.
You're not a small dude. It'd be different if like it was like a Darius Sproles. I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? You're a little fella. You know what I mean? But this is a big guy, like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Pete.
Yeah.
Paul Crew got a 2-point conversion. You mean tell me your sorry ass couldn't get one?
You know what I'm saying?
Mean Machine.
Crew. Let's get
Mean Machine. He got a 2-point conversion. You mean you couldn't catch one? He was a bum.
What are you doing out here?
Burt Reynolds scored a touchdown on them motherfuckers, and you couldn't get in there?
You're about to say my boy Burt came in the game for one play.
When I can run and gun.
Flirty Burt. Flirty Burt was
I was a Sooner then. You heard it.
Oh, man. I love it.
You heard him.
Hey, yo, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win, goddammit. You out here playing.
Look. It's bruh. Everybody team on here, trash. And that's from Troy Harrison, yo brother. And he is the biggest Cowboy fan in here talking about everybody else team trash.
Oh, everybody team trash.
Get on out of here, Troy.
Man.
Get on out of here, Troy.
Hey, I want to point out this one. I want to point out this one statistic, right? Jaden Daniels got 2 playoff wins in 5 months. Dak Prescott got 2 playoff wins in 9 years. Enough said. I'm done. I digress. You right, Troy. We them boys. Next year is y'all year.
Hey, Boogie. Guess what's gonna happen at the end of next year for the Cowboys?
What is it?
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
There's nothing going on. He gonna be cursing. That nigga, I'm telling you, 100%, man. Yo, we're gonna take this lovely time right here to give a shout out to our sponsors. All of them are lovely and wonderful sponsors. First off, we're gonna start it off with shout out to Planet Vapor for all your vaping needs. Everything that you need, man. It doesn't matter. I said a vapor shop. It's more like a lounge. It's a family. If I can be queuing We Are Family right now, I'd be doing it. 12 different locations in South Carolina, the lovely state. If you can't come here, you can always go online. No need to worry about it. Planet Vapor is www.planet.vapor.com. That's right. Planet Vapor for all your vaping needs. You got one for me, Boogs?
Yeah, shout out to my man's 150 grand. My boy, Blind Fury Bro Studios, man. Shout out to him for all your musical needs, man. Production, beat making, song collaborations, man. That is the guy to go to, man. You can follow him on all platforms, man. Twitters, X, Instagrams, the Facebook, man. It's either under Fury Bro Studios or Blind Fury, man. Tap in with the guy, man.
That's right. And the last one that all of us know and are very, very familiar with. Shout out to Corey Davis down there at Rock Bottom Studios, Columbia, South Carolina's very first Black-owned animation station for all your animation needs, artwork needs, anything that you need that can make you look and feel fabulous. Because you know if you look good, you're going to feel good. Y'all, we done did the downsides of it. I'm going to save the upsides because I got a couple of questions that I want to ask y'all before we go on, man. See what y'all think about these, man. First question is, out of the quarterbacks that's left in here, which quarterback stands to gain the most and which quarterback stands to lose the most? We're going to go with the stands to gain the most first. We'll go around and then we'll go with the lose after that.
Go ahead, Miles.
I'm gonna go with the most to gain is Jaden Daniels. Just for the simple fact, he's had a phenomenal season, and for him to cap it off as a rookie to go to a Super Bowl in his rookie campaign under a shitty regime over the last couple of years, to have an immediate turnaround, complete upside. Because we were like 4-13, 4-12, whatever it was. We was terrible last year, and the year before that, and we had a terrible owner who was just like, he was gouging, taking money, and then he was just doing all kind of dirty, hot shit.
I heard Magic bought the Lakers out there, man. I don't know, but go ahead and finish cooking, man.
Hey, look, hey, listen, while you playing, Magic said, I came here to win. What'd you say, Magic? I came here to win. You goddamn right you did.
He hadn't done
And we
nothing
appreciate
else.
you.
On every level, he hadn't done nothing else, man.
Bro,
Boogie.
that's all he know. That's
Boogie,
all
what
he
you
know.
think? Who you think, Boogie?
The most to gain, I'm gonna go with Josh Allen. I think, you know what I'm saying, because I like what Mozzie did, broke down that was my original go-to, but I'm gonna go the opposite route, man. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen, man. I think that'll get some of the demons off his back, man. Josh is a special talent, man. I don't think anybody that watch football, that knows football, question his talent, man. The thing about it is, what we do question is whether he can do it in the big game, you know what I'm saying, against Pat Mahomes. We done seen him beat Pat Mahomes in the regular season,
That's
but
right.
when it come playoff time, like they didn't have some battles, bro. Like, and I think the last one they had, like, it came down to that last play, like, Kansas City got the ball and end up scoring. You know what I mean? So Josh Allen, I think this will get the monkey off his back, man. And so yeah, I think he got the most to gain, especially with doing it with the team that he's done it with. Imagine if he win, like, if you Stephon Diggs, how you feeling?
Right.
Facts. That's fact.
I'm gonna say
Also,
I'm gonna say
to piggyback on you.
Oh, go ahead.
To piggyback on you, you remember when they drafted Josh Allen, the fans were like, oh man, who the fuck is he? Boom. Now they like jocking him off.
Yeah.
You remember? Bro, they was around the league showing the fans. They was like, who is this guy? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now look at him. Bill, Mafia Nation, Bill.
Yeah.
Before I go on to mine, man. Before I go on here, mine. Troy Back, he said, he said, you just bought that jacket.
First of all, I didn't buy nothing. My daughter and her boyfriend bought me this jacket for Christmas.
Shout out to Trent. Let's get it.
But see this right here? That ain't new.
What you know about it? Also, TT said Daniels, she says that's who she thinks, I believe, has the most to gain. Then she said Snyder was a cancer to Washington.
And was.
Then she said Joshy dealing with the Jim Kelly curse. Man, that's why I rock with TT, man.
TT, all valid points right there, girl. All valid points. Fact though.
And then she
It's
said
only
she
right.
agree, and she said she agree with Boogie. Josh Allen is doing this with no Pro Bowlers, and those are in caps when she says that. No Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
Now, like
I
I
ain't even
said
mad.
before I
Listen,
go into my take, I wanted to say this for everybody else's take. I agree with y'all 100%. And the only difference that I have in this take is nobody ever seen the three-peat in the NFL again. Patrick Mahomes has the most to gain in this right here. So right quick, that's the same that I have for my loss because it's that big. So you know what I mean? I can only
I
lead
agree
it
with
in
that.
that it makes sense. You know what I mean? I can't on the other side, I don't have an answer because that doesn't make sense. That's that big. Nobody's ever three-peated. Nobody's done it before. But if he loses, he's losing that. Even if he loses all of the help that he's had all year with his team. I don't know about no calls or nothing like that. I didn't see no cheating out there. Patrick Mahomes is a winner.
I'm about
Patrick
to say,
Mahomes is a winner, man. You
you
know what I
didn't
mean?
They gonna
say
throw
that with a
so
straight
so
face.
People be
so they gonna throw a personal
talking,
foul on you, P?
people be
Oh,
talking
yeah.
all
Oh, they about to throw a personal foul on P. That's why he
First,
said that.
first flag of the game going on him, Miles. First
hated
flag of the
debate is
game.
not hated debate is not getting no flag for talking bad about Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm talking about? Hated debate. We're not catching one of those bodies out here. You know what I mean? We are keeping it real. Mahomes does what a quarterback needs to do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the same as the win out of everything with this. I think he stands to lose. And before we go into anything else, yeah, that is the next one. Y'all go ahead. Trap, you led the last one. So Boogie, who you think stands to lose the most in this one?
The most to lose, depending upon play for me on this one, is I think is Jalen Hurts. Because I think if Jalen Hurts go out there and stink it up, it might be time to start the like. Don't get it twisted. Jalen's a winner. He's a
Mhm,
winner.
mhm.
I can't say that. But with this team and all those weapons, bro, like it might be time to move on past Jalen. That's just a thought. I know how you see what I'm saying. I know how Philly fans are, bro. Like Philly fans are very impatient. You know what I mean? And so, like, if you was the listen, if especially after the season that 26 had over there, yeah, then you basically just wasting people's time over there, bro. So it might be time. I'm telling you, Philly fans are impatient. So I think Jalen Hurts. I'm going with Jalen Hurts.
Man, let this man cook, man. I got to get that. Let him cook. I don't got nothing to rebuttal or nothing about that. Anybody, hold on, before you get yours, Trap. My boy Jay Murph said, good point, Pete. Let's see. T also came back in and said you couldn't even keep a straight face. That's right, man. That's right. That is correct. She said, Trap, Pete about to get a personal foul called on. She said, Pete about to get called a personal foul called on him before the kickoff. That's what Jeremy Murphy said.
He done got ejected before he could even ask a question.
Also,
Right.
T said, but agree if he loses, the taints the legacy narrative for him. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be bad, man. Hey, Trap, it's on you. The floor is yours, man. Who stands to lose the most, brother? Jeremy T, y'all also chime in on there for who y'all think gonna win the most and who y'all think gonna lose the most. And yo, go ahead and type it in right there. I'll make sure I put it up on the screen for everybody, y'all. Go ahead, Trap.
I would have to say Josh Allen because for the simple fact he was the only like true person to beat them in the regular season. Okay, he's always made it so close. Everybody's always talking about Lamar, but what about him? Like he's had weapons and he done shit to bed. So now that he has no weapons, which he really does have weapons, because Keon Cole is not trash. Okay. Amari Cooper is not trash. Okay. Shakir, like he has a good supporting cast, but everybody seems to focus on how he runs and how he does certain things. It's on him, because if he goes out there with the weapons that he has, and he goes out there and he shits the bed against Patty, what can he say now? Because before it was like, all right, I had Stephon, and I had some complimentary players. Cooks is playing great ball. He's running the shit out of the ball. So you can't say you don't have a running back. You can't say you don't have a group around you to win, because he does. So you can't say that. And he's Mr. MVP. So once you get the MVP tag, you gotta win. You can't be the most valuable player and lose. It makes no sense.
So you telling me they're going to beat the Washington Commanders to win the Super Bowl?
Hell no. Hell no. They're gonna get what they got in 92. They're gonna get what they got in 92.
Done, baby. Let's get it.
You see the history.
Let's get it.
We beat Detroit to get to the championship. You don't remember that? That
Let's
NFC
go.
championship, that was a good one.
Let's go.
The 92
Let's
Super
go.
Bowl, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. All right. I got another question for y'all, man. Let's see. Do y'all think the Bills can beat the refs?
I gotta let you start with that one.
And what I mean by that, and I'm not gonna say that like we're just saying the refs are gonna cheat. Do you think they'll be smart enough to not have a lot of offensive and defensive and special team blunders like holdings, fumbles, offsides, roughing the passers, roughing the anybody's? Do y'all think that they'll be able to hold themselves mentally to keep or avoid doing those things out there?
I mean, my thing right here is in all good sports, they always say, don't leave it to the refs.
That's right.
Like, don't even leave it to the refs. You know what I mean?
Don't
And
put
that's
it in
I try
there.
to go. That's what. And I'm glad I thought about that, because guess what, Pete? We could have used that knowledge last Saturday when we was getting worked up. That's what we should have been telling the little young fellas. Yo, don't leave it to the refs. Don't let the refs dictate or have control over the game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, the last time Buffalo played Kansas City, they smoked them. Yeah. Josh went crazy on them boy. Josh was out there running the ball looking like he was Derrick Henry. That boy ran somebody over into the touchdown, bro. Like, yo, like it's like that with him. It's personal. So, you know what I mean? Like, look, don't leave it up to the refs. You know what I mean? Guess what? Because if you keep playing stupid, you get stupid prices. Okay? Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And that's all. It's all on Josh. It's all on Josh, bro.
Yep. That's 100%. Trap, before you answer, T came back. She said no. And she also said they're going to have to come out the gate playing hard, so that way there is no doubt.
Yeah.
I think she is talking about Buffalo Bills. I think so, but yeah, but Trap, what do you think? You think they'll be able to maintain, have a good mind focus and everything ready for anything that can happen with, mental blunders or anything that can happen outside of their own will?
I guarantee you, they was in practice all week avoiding personal fouls. I guarantee you, they practiced that all week. They had a scout dummy in there running out there and just triple lipping and shit and tiptoeing around the out of bounds marker, baiting. I guarantee you, they had somebody out there like, look, this is what's gonna happen. You see the refs over here, they looking. They already got their hands on their flag, ready to throw them. Don't give him a reason. If you already see that man about to slide, don't even try to engage that man.
So for the guys that's getting held, so they should just fall to the ground.
Hey, the ones that's getting held, hey, you know how they you can hear them on the camera.
Yeah, come on, man. It's always funny to see it because they still got to keep trying because when you're in that position and you're that finely tuned of athlete, you only know one thing. So they're going to do it, but at the same time, you see that slow motion, like the neck is all bent back and they still trying to go forward. They getting pulled the opposite way, but they still stronger. But come on, man.
You mess around. That's what you get. I didn't see no hole. What you mean? You see when the man had to pull the man down, was just laying on him. Hold on, man. Come on, man. Let's be for real.
What we talking about, man? Practice, playoffs.
Practice.
We talking about the game I love. We talking about practice.
Yeah, not the game I go out here and live
and die for.
Talk about practice. Yeah, man.
But it's gonna come down to them being smart and staying ahead of the refs.
All right.
You got to stay ahead of them. Like, it's some holding calls, bro. You just be like, come on, man. Why would you still holding on to that man? That man 20 yards up the field. Let that man go.
It's over,
Look, you got that call. Hey, look, this Vegas. Hey, hold that nigga. Hold that nigga. Like, Vegas, what you doing?
We got you. All right, yo. Next one is, who do y'all think is more important, Hurts or Barkley?
Barkley.
All right, everybody that's watching, B's up for Barkley, H is up for Hurts. This is going to be a crazy, crazy turnout. We saw the last time when Hurts couldn't finish the game.
Barkley.
Washington won.
When that man had a concussion.
Barkley played in both of those games, right?
And he was without that man, what else you had?
I just want people to remember now.
Just to piggyback off of where, what I'm saying, Trap saying over there too. Me being a Giants fan, word, Barkley, he does play Washington really good. He always consistently.
Bro, he was always on our ass, bro.
Yeah, that man and that's the most important part to it. Cause like right now, like I'm telling you, bro, if Jalen Hurts can go in there, probably light up, and Barkley don't do nothing. Nah, I can't foresee it, bro. You definitely need
first and 10, okay? You can't push first and 10, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Guess what? Hey, Washington.
Don't take that as my answer. I was just forcing the question and giving some pushback so I can get some more explanation. Also, TT, the medic Caldwell in the chat said B for Barkley, as well as Jeremy from Rec out there said that's also Barkley for that too. I agree with that. And it's simply because who they're playing against. If Hurts doesn't show up, they still have a chance to win. If Barkley doesn't show up, I remember back in Sega, we used to play it. Y'all used to play it too. You get up on Saturdays because all your homies could be there. Y'all in there chilling. Then you gonna play some basketball after. But it was something that you and your best homie used to get on there, and y'all play that NBA Jam, and you running everybody up out of there. You know what I mean? And so everybody didn't get to hear it. But sometimes you hear, it's a blowout.
The shoes?
If Barkley doesn't play in that game, I promise you, it will be nothing less of that. And that will be the bookies putting that bet in. Vegas will have it in. Otherwise, they got a chance. They got a fighting chance. And I agree with it. Barkley, because of we had the rest of this season. We still ain't even seen nobody do the backwards hurdle yet. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Light work. You
Oh,
know, I know everybody else is like, I could have did that.
you're not gonna see nobody do that either.
You know, everybody else, I could have did that. Oh yeah,
Backwards,
B done got hurt.
backwards. We gonna see
ACL.
plenty of people hurdle people, right? But you never see nobody jump backwards over somebody, bro. That's crazy.
Bruh,
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
care
why.
what nobody say. That nigga practiced that. I don't care what you say.
I'm t- I,
I'll tell
I
you
told Pete that
I'll
shit.
tell you why. You'll lose the game. You'll lose the ball. Those is 2 L's, right? You'll also ACL, MCL, PCR, DVD. You tearing everything up in there. All of it's trash. ACL Terry. All of it. What's his name from Not Another Teen Movie? ACL Terry. You're going out there, you're destroying it, man. Everything that got an L
Hey,
in it is
Pete.
over.
Hey, Pete. Who's supposed to go pro?
Pros. Boogie, you remember it. You said we was gonna go to the pros. What we gonna do now? You should have said,
You want to win? Put movie in.
Yeah.
Let me spin, coach. ACL tear out of there. Lift him.
They
Lift
got a
him
good
out of there.
good job.
Got to keep up with your helmet, water boo.
Yeah.
And that stuff out, boy. If you ever saw a walk of shame, boy, that was it. Boy, that was it. And that was top for Throwback Thursday right there. I like that little segue right there. That was dope right there. That was dope work, man.
Booby, you ain't even live. I just got to show up.
Yeah, man. Natural giving, man. Natural talent. Whatever he said. Oh man. And he can pass.
And he can pass too.
If I was movie, I would have just tried to be a standing quarterback. I mean, stand the pocket passer, man. Forget it. You had the arm, man. Go for it. You just can't spin no
He
more.
wanted to go back in the game. They was already winning too good.
You see what I'm saying?
He wanted to do some more showboating. Oh, okay.
Hey, RG3 his ass out there.
Yeah.
RG3 the hell out of him. Leg whip.
Want to do some more? Yeah. Want to do some more showboating.
They wanted to go back.
My knee.
Bro, did you see? What was that? His uncle's face, boy. He said, "My meal ticket is gone."
You from Midland, right? You from Midland, right? You from Midland?
Hey, yo, when Unc saw that thing and you saw him look from the side, I saw it was over with. He was shocked. He was shocked, man. All right. Tell me right now, would you choose, if it had to be it, in this game, Quinn, or would you choose Reed? Floor is yours, Maz. You got. Matter of fact, Boogie, you go ahead. Matt, I'll go first with this one. Then Boogie, you go. I'm gonna save you for last on this one, Maz, because you got a dog in this fight. Because you got a dog in this fight, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just let your blood boil a little bit. You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta advocate a little bit. I think it's going to be a great game if it had to come down with those two teams to be in it. But I promise you, man, I promise you what everybody and every other team is seeing, I think Quinn is going to do it, man. He been getting dogged. He did a nasty bid out there in Dallas, man. I think all of us remember that bid right there. That's
Crazy work.
Really, you know what I mean? People they tried to stamp him with that forever. Is McCarthy still there? I mean, sometimes you get stamped with whatever, but he reinvented himself. If anybody, like I said, stand to win and lose, I think it's going to be Reed. It's going to be Mahomes. I think they're going to lose this game because you can overplan. You can underplan.
Detroit saw that.
But with Jaden Daniels, you can't do either. You do not know what he's going to do. He's the definition of take what the defense gives you. He is the leader of that. He will hold on to a lead. He'll take a lead and add to it. He's also amongst these quarterbacks that's left in this championship weekend, the leader in fourth quarter comebacks.
Comeback kid.
He won every way this year. I'm putting that on him. I'm putting that on his coach, because it wasn't just him out there on the on the field doing it, the flay. He was also doing the plays that coach had drawn up, and I like what he's doing out there. I like that team. I'm going with Washington on that, and I'm going with Bugs. It's on you, man. What do you feel about it?
As I sit here and I think about it, right? I'm like, damn, like this is a tough question. The only reason I say it's a tough question is if we were just going coach for coach, you know what I'm saying, it's easy. I'm taking Andy Reid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, you gotta take everything into account, right? Why this is where that house money come in at, right? Washington's coaching staff is a team of castaways. Quinn, you know what I'm saying, once was a head coach in this league, had to eat some humble pie, go back and be a defensive coordinator, earned his way back to a head coach. Cliff Kingsbury, once a head coach in this league, had to go be a coordinator, eat some humble pie. So, and then I'm looking at that point right there, and then I start to break down the rosters, and I'm like, which I told you this last week, Pete, I don't believe in that receiving core for Kansas City. Like, 15 gonna be 15, 87 gonna be 87. But what's after that? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna ride with Washington on this one. I'm riding with Washington. I'm going to ride with Washington. I might have to come back and double that, and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If it goes the other way, I'm still riding with my heart on this. Cliff got something to prove. Quinn got something to prove. Washington, the understatement to Washington is the defense it got the clicking late in the season. Like, I'm talking about the
better as it went.
They got some pieces on that defensive side, bro. Like, the defense has gotten better and better and better. Hence to the reason why Jaden's able to come back, because the defense puts him in position for him to be able to make those plays, bro.
That's true.
So I'm riding with Washington, bro. I'm riding with Washington.
Well, Trap, we know who you're gonna say, so we're gonna go ahead to the next question. Now, let me go.
No, I'm about to say, let him break it down a little bit.
You saw him; he threw his hands up like, "Wait a minute!
Like, hey, really?
Wait a minute! I didn't even come for nothing else." Hey, let's go, Trap. Let's go. Trap looked like.
My nigga's tripping.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? I mean, that's my squad, and I feel like from the beginning of the year, I told people we were better than what people thought, and then when we start stringing wins along, everybody's like, "Well, none of the people was winning," but then you start beating Joe Burrow, and then you like, "Oh, well, y'all did beat Joe." Okay, we lost to Baltimore, then we lost to Pittsburgh in close games. It wasn't like we got blowed out,
and they're not in the playoffs. It don't matter.
Exactly. We lost to Tampa Bay at the beginning of the season. What we did to them, we came through and won at the end. We won when it mattered. Just like when Philly beat us the first time, we came back and beat them the second time. Now we're pretty much healthy. Now we're going to see what's what. And with Jalen not being 100%, he ain't going to be able to take off like he wants to. So now we don't believe you. You can't run like that because we're going to knock the shit out you. So now you're going to have to put a lot of that on Saquon. And, Saquon, I love you to death. You've been grinding. But how much more can you grind out? Because as you can see, he's only been throwing for 150, 175. He's not been throwing the ball like that. So now if we can kind of slow Saquon down, can you honestly put that ball in the air like you thought you was? Because our defensive backs are coming along. We got St. Juice trash ass the fuck up out of there, his bum ass.
Bro,
Because
I
I
heard
told you, Pete, did I not tell you? He was the fucking problem.
and look, I heard who you said as the coach. And I saw how you tried to sneak it to the Philly joint. And if you're gonna do that, you need to say what the hell's gonna happen. They're gonna beat the brakes off of them, man. Is that or they gonna lose by something that I don't even know could even happen in an NFL? It's not their year to lose. It's their year to win. After this year, they won't know the questions if they don't win. If they get to the Super Bowl and lose, that's fine. But on the way up there, it's too all for the taking. You don't you can risk when you have that team right there. You can risk. And when you risk like that, when you say high risk, high reward, you're looking at the Commanders.
You goddamn right.
Season, that's what they've been, but that's what everybody on the outside looking in. And with Trap, what you've been talking about, your whole take on it, you're giving everybody else insight that haven't been watching. Now, I'm not going to say this about Boogie because Boogie watches every team the same as he watches his own. I'll never not do that or show him that love. So all year, he'll tell you we've been speaking very highly of Jaden. After the Hail Mary, after that. Now, before that, it was under the radar. We was like, they did their thing. He was him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Scary Terry. Boogie been calling him all year. But after that, he was under our antennas. He was out there. The team got better every game. And the only other team that I was talking about that was like that this year, that was in the NFL, because we were talking about the playoffs, and it was Alabama versus USC we were talking about, and I was saying how we were talking about when USC was on that 6-game winning streak.
Yep.
The Washington Redskins are on a 7-game winning streak right now. They hadn't lost. It's not time to lose. If they're the definition of building it, why are you flying it, man? Like, we bought
On the
all
fly,
of
nigga. On
their
the fly.
defense has gotten better. Even with losing people,
That's
it's
what I'm
not
talking right
scary
there
for
on
them.
the fly.
For real, man. That's the definition of it. They'll be like,
Yeah.
yo, what's this in the dictionary? It's them like this. I said,
You see the
remember,
W.
when we saw Detroit doing those dances, I said, man, that ain't nothing. I knew it wasn't nothing. Those dances got real light. It was scary. It was real nervous. It was nervous. Man.
Yeah, that was the best thing about Minnesota, too.
They did to them. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. They did to them what the Niners did.
Mm-hmm.
So what you did that? You still got to stop us. And nothing says that you can do that. Nothing on your defense says, I'm a certified stopper. I'm a certified killer. I'm going to find that weakness. That's what them good defensive coordinators do.
Oh.
That's why we need Saleh back in the building, which he got, I think they hired Liam Cohen at the Jacksonville job. I don't think he wants that Raider job, so that's a little bit more hopeful for my 49ers fans out there tonight. That just happened a couple of hours ago. Yeah, Liam Cohen got that job over there. And the crazy part about that, he didn't want the job in Tampa because he didn't want to be up under the coach, or not the coach, the GM, what's his name, Trent Baalke. But now Trent Baalke, he's down there. He's getting people out of there. Not saying he's getting out of there, but he got that coach fired. He got him out of there. Trent Baalke's still there. You know what I mean? But that's what they got out there. Liam Cohen, hey, good luck
Why
to
don't
you.
you get the hell out of here?
Hey, best of luck to you. You know what I mean? I want that. Saleh, come on home, man. Come on home, man.
Hey, fellas. All right. Let me put a twist into the game right quick, right?
Okay.
I got 2 questions for you. Let's start with number 1, right? Would you rather have, and it's not on no specific team, this is just any team. Would you rather have a team that's more dominant or quote unquote supposed to win? Or would you rather have the team that's happy to be here?
I'm always going to go with the underdog. Because for the simple fact, our teams was always the underdogs.
Yeah.
And we always used to come out there and be like, man, we didn't expect that. Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. It's preparation. I don't care what you got out there. If you prepare properly, you can beat anybody.
Yeah.
You can beat anybody. I don't care if you is juggernauts. If you come out there and run some real solid plays where you see they got weakness at, bro, you can beat anybody. Anybody can get beat. That's why when Muzz be like, well, they're 14-2. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they was undefeated. You see what happened to the Patriots?
Oh, I know.
Went home empty-handed.
Oh, I know. You see, I know what happened to him.
Hey, look, went home empty-handed. And they tried to use their strong hand and they didn't win.
Yeah. Facts. What about you, Pete?
You know, it brings up a good thing. To be dominant takes basically perfection. Very, very, very hard work, right? When you're being dominant, you have to win, you have to grind, you have to win some more, you have to grind, you have to win some more, you have to grind, you have to mentally be ready and all of that, right? You don't prepare to lose. You prepare to win. You prepare to grind. That runs out. When you're that underdog, it's almost like you put two key words together, that under and that dog. You always going to be counted out. I'm sorry. But that dog means something different. If you got that dog in you, it's a certain amount of time that you're going to lose before you're going to go ahead and bite. Before you out there fighting, then it's not about the size of the fight and the dog. I mean, the dog and the fight, then it's the fight and the dog. And that's why it's always that underdog, because, brother, when you could have lost your way the first part of the year, you learned every way to win. When you're dominant, you didn't learn what falling and scraping your knee feel like. If you go out there and you find a team that's just as dominant, but they learned how to do it from losing, so you might go on a 5-point run at the beginning. Before the first quarter is over with, your coach probably calling the first time out because they went on an 8-0 run. Now they're up 3. Out of nowhere, first time out the way. You going down deeper. These guys know what they're doing. It ain't what you used to. And you done been punched. You drunk like right now. Who do I look to? I'm dominant. Everything around me is dominant. We're not dominating right now. We're being dominated. We weren't taught to win this game like this. We're never taught to come back. We weren't taught, you know what I mean? If you don't know how to come back, you will never be able to do it.
That's a fact.
And everything is a surprise.
That's a fact. Teams who ain't never played from behind,
you don't know what it is. It's nothing. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, now you're looking more at your coaches. It's not that backyard neighborhood feeling you out there playing and doing your thing. You know, your coach can't be like, man, just relax. Go out there. And he in that paper right now, like, oh man, they on it. Because you coach that up. You coach that culture. But I'm sorry for the soliloquy of that. But I had to just break that down because that underdog is always going to be what I take in that situation, man. And that was a great question right there, Boogie. Oh, you take it, man.
I love the breakdown from both of y'all, bro. Now, my second question. What is Detroit going to look like now that both of their coordinators are gone?
Extra trash.
Extra trash.
Extra trash. Bro, if you done lost your 2 top play callers, you really thought the head coach was out there?
You
really thought the head coach was out there doing that?
You remember what coordinators did they lose, Boogie?
They lost their offensive defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator is he's currently the coach.
Ben went to Chicago.
And then
Aaron went to the Jets.
Yeah, Glenn went to the Jets. So yeah. But the one thing I can say, hold up, like on the outside of this, right? That team has the identity of Dan Quinn. I mean, not Dan Quinn, excuse me. Oh my gosh, hold up. Because
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, excuse me, because I'm mixing my boy. Look, I'm looking at the Washington, but yeah, they got the identity of Dan Campbell, which I do want to point out. You know what I'm saying? As we dissect this a little bit more, I'll ask that question in a minute. We'll come back to that point. But yeah, like so, I just want. I'm curious at how it's going to look, man, because it was definitely a good year for them. You know what I mean? As far as you know what I mean, what they done, you know what I mean? Of course, they probably fell short to what they was going to do in their eyes. They thought they were going to get back to the NFC Championship. But, yeah, man, so I'm just curious to see what this team will look like with, you know what I'm saying, new coordinators. They're going to still – go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said they still going to have, you know what I mean, most of their players locked up. But I'm very curious to know, like, to see what this team is going to look like, bro.
And T had tuned back in. She said, although she's a 49er girly, let me get that right. She's a DMV raised baby, so she got Washington. You know what I mean? She got love for that when we were talking about the coaches and the teams for it right there. Yes, she went ahead and put hers in like, you know, and like she said,
we appreciate you, TT.
Yeah. TT official tissue. She knows something about some football now, for real.
Oh, yeah,
everything
man.
everything she's saying is spot on, bro. So shout out to you, TT, from the DMV.
Yeah. Go ahead, Boogie. Back to you, man.
Now, so what was I about to say? Because I really had a good question. I was just about to ask that. Dang. I lost it because I was like, I remember I said I was gonna come back to it, but yeah, I lost it. Go ahead, fellas, man.
Right.
You know, what y'all got on your mind? What's on your mind?
All right. So far, what quarterback has had the best season out of the ones that's left?
Josh. You got to give it up for Josh, and you got to give it up for Jaden. I mean, one's for.
I want the real. I don't want the slight. I need you to give it. Thank you for coming on and trying to do. No, I want one of them. I know they hard.
Man, I can't do that, man.
You gotta
do it. Go with Jaden, man, because he's a rookie. Hey, and he's out here cooking.
I'm not mad.
But then you got Josh, who's a veteran, who's out here cooking. You can't. I can't take away from Josh. I'm sorry, but I can't take away from my boy neither, because he been out here cooking. And nobody expected us to do nothing this year. Okay, people was like, "Oh, well, y'all might be a mid-level team," and then now we kind of like we out here trying to shock the world. So I'm gonna go with Jaden. Fuck that. I am. You know what?
Yeah, adjust your blazer, sir. Adjust your blazer. I love it, bro. I love the energy.
All right, bud. Who you got?
Man, I'm going piggyback on. I'm going with Trap, yo. Don't get it twisted. I cannot discount what Josh Allen has done, but when I'm thinking about these fourth quarter comebacks, bro, that's so hard to do in this league called the NFL, bro. Right. And honestly, I'm more stuck on the upside right quick. I'm like, man, yo, the upside gonna be crazy for that boy Jaden, bro. Like, we really gonna be talking about him like in the same lines. Cause I don't think Josh get the criticism say of Lamar Jackson.
He don't.
You know, they make excuses for Josh, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to Lamar, it's like, oh, well, Lamar this and that. And, bro, all Lamar has done in his league is, bro, ball and did it his own way. Like Frank Sinatra. He did it his own way, bro. You know what I mean? 1, 2 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 3 first team All-Pros. For me, this year, consensus MVP. But you know what I'm saying? That we'll find out that later. But yeah, I'm going with Jaden Daniels, man. I like what the kid do, man. The kid can do it all, man. The kid got wheels. The kid got arm talent. He's accurate, bro. And he's such a likable kid, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The kid is nice, bro. Like, for real. And I think he only gonna get better, bro. We just tapping the surface, bro. I know one thing. He's definitely, hands down, the best quarterback in the NFC East. No question. No question. I ain't arguing with no fans from the NFC East. He's the best quarterback in the NFC East, and he's a rookie.
I work. I'm
I approve
going with
this, man.
I'm going with the team, man. I'm keeping my same vote, man. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm going with that. Y'all made every point that I would have said if I would have took the floor first. So I'm not going to go on all day with that right there. Before we get out of here, fellas, because man, it's been a hell of a show, Trap, man. You already know what I told you before, man. You definitely always welcome. And having you as having a team, you got a dog in this fight still. So you welcome all playoffs and all anytime that you're willing to get on. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Like I told everybody, this is the guy that put me on, that put Bugs on. So you seeing the coaching tree that's come from Coach Trap right now. You know what I'm saying? Coach Maz, if you want to be real technical about it. But since it is a Throwback Thursday, I got 5 throwback players, and I want 5 answers from you guys, man. All right?
Okay.
The first player,
Yeah.
Refrigerator Perry.
Legend.
South Carolina's own.
2, 1 for both of you guys, man. All right? Sterling Sharp.
Would have been way better if he wouldn't have got hurt. He would have been, his numbers would have been out of this because nobody couldn't hold that man.
Hey, look,
Okay.
you heard it? Listen, you heard it?
Deny.
It's one word answer, Trap.
One word answers. Okay. Trill.
I'm gonna go with unguardable.
You on the fence. I got my eyes on you for the rest of the way on this right here. You on the fence. All right. Julius Peppers.
Underrated.
Gold jacket.
I'll accept. Trap, on things like that we know, we can do that. Okay. What's his name? He matter of fact, I'm sorry. I'll skip him for right now. Richard Seymour.
Champion.
Consistent.
All right. I still can't think of my guy's name, man. He's still in the league right now. I think he's a free agent. He came from South Carolina. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now.
Jadeveon Clowney.
That's exactly who I'm talking about.
Monster.
Oh man. Overhyped.
So he's an overhyped monster. Okay. Boogie, you got 5 for me,
You know what? I felt Trap on that, man, because really, he had that one dynamic play at USC. Yeah,
Not one nigga helmet off. He's the greatest of all time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like last year he did have some flashes, man. And in years past he had some flashes, man. It's like, yo, you can see the potential there, but it's inconsistent. So you know what, Trap? Good for you. I like your answer better than mine.
We in there. So,
That
Bug,
man
you
could have
got
been
5
way,
for me?
bro. That man could have been way better.
Facts. Facto.
It's true.
I did love it when he was in USC, man. I'll be downtown, man. They be thinking I'm that dude, and they be asking for autographs. They like, yo, word is born. Quick story, man, before we get out of here. Yo, so I was in 5 Points one night, man. I'm chilling, you know what I mean, having me a few drinks or whatever. And like, this random dude walk up on me. And he said, "Dude, I know who you are." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I know who you are." It's like, "What?" I'm like, I'm just tripping out. I'm like, all right. So then he go get two of his buddies. They come over there. They're like, dude, man, can you just sign my shirt? Like they both. I'm talking about they drunk. They like, that dude, just sign my shirt. So
Hey, a quick question.
hey,
Were these black guys?
they were not. They were not. Hey, but here go the funny part to it, Pete. Yo, you know what I signed on their shirt?
What?
I put Boogie on there. Yo,
He didn't
yo,
lie. He didn't lie. He didn't lie.
yo, one of the dudes went crazy. He like, yo, you see this? I'm like, yo, I tabbed down and dipped after that too. I tabbed down and dipped. Check, please. Check, please. Yeah. But look, hey, I didn't have to pay my tab. Dude said, "Oh, I got him. Whatever get him another round." I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I gotta still drink."
Yeah, let's go.
We got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, but too many people get in there. Hey, well, Trap, since you the guest, let me give 5 old school players. You can give us any of the players, and we give you one word answers before we wrap up the show, man.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Hey,
Trash. That's what I'm saying right now. He ain't nothing no more. And I'm going into the PDA Smith. I don't care if y'all get mad. Man, he can still trash. That's all he can do. He ain't nothing. And he looks like he ain't never been nothing. That's how much trash he's been. He's tarnishing his legacy. He should go ahead and go on over there and hope they still got a gold jacket for him. Get out of here. Trash. One word. I'm sorry.
yeah. Damn, Pete, you got a lot
And
of
he
heat
can
on
get
your
out.
chest. Hey, I'm right there with you, Pete. Washed. Yo, ran out of quarters. Can't dry it. Washed.
He ran out of quarters. He thought he had a light load out here. He couldn't do it. All of it couldn't fit in there. They had the little ones. They knew. Nah, we got big dryers, small washing machines. You wash. You out of here, man. You out of here. All right, Trap. Who else you got for me? Let's see.
Kirk Cousins.
Hot garbage. Overrated. Bank robber. Thief.
You like that?
Hey, look,
You like that?
I'm gonna go off of that. Look, bandit. Hey, that sniper boogie. He got a little sniper.
The old Western. Slap that thing on the back.
He got it.
Hey yo, the thing about it is Pete. Hey, the thing about it, he doing like he do the white collar joint. He don't go in there with no pistol or nothing, man. He go in there with sunglasses on and he hand them a note. And they be like, "Kirk Cousins, is that you?" Say, "No, it's not me. Give it to me."
That's right. It's over, boy. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. It's over for you, man.
There you go. Chat, there you go. Yo, Kirk Cousins, is that you?
No, it ain't me.
Come on now, dog.
All right, Trap. Who else you got? That's two, man.
Trevor Lawrence.
I see what Trap doing here. I see what Trap.
Oh, my.
Trap got us in a trap. He got us.
This is like the
All right.
this
Go
like
ahead,
the
Highway
Pete.
robbery.
hodgepodge of
Go
great
ahead,
white
Pete.
hopes, man. You heard me? This
Go
like
ahead,
the
Pete.
hodgepodge of greatest white hopes I can ever see, man. Stuck, dog.
Sure.
They stuck with
Hey,
that man,
man.
dog. Them paid him. They stuck with him, dog. You accept that, Trap?
I do. I concur.
But I'm going, hey, listen, I just want to say this, man. Cinderella. The reason why I say Cinderella, because when you first seen Trevor, the great white hope, you was like, oh man, he gonna be the best thing since sliced toast. Oh, he gonna be better than Peyton Manning. This, that, and the third. You know what? I ain't seen Trevor do nothing since he was in Remember the Titans, man.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
I ain't seen.
I just need to know. I'm playing with my mind.
Talk about me. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out
Yeah, but you
deceived.
got that right there, man. You got that right there, man. You got two more, Trap.
Listen,
man
I
hit
just
him
want
with
you to
the
know I'm going all
sunshine,
quarterback this time. I just want you to know that, so y'all just might as well prepare for it.
Hey,
Sam
man,
Darnold.
you the special guest, man. It's on you.
You heard him? Say it one more time, Trap.
Sam Darnold, bum ass. Sam.
Donald. This motherfucker, this man made, I'm sorry I said motherfucker. This motherfucker made me apologize to him through the middle of the season for the things that I knew that he was going to do when it came down time for him to do it. And he did it.
Yeah. Trap.
Look, he's
First of all,
look, I'm
hold
gonna
up,
change it. Here's my word. Here's my word.
Trap. I'm
He's a snake.
gonna talk on your behalf because I'm your lawyer on this. First of all, Pete, do the because you was the same guy that called this man in the MVP sometime this year. You was the same guy trying to put him in the MVP conversation.
And
So
look what he did. And you look what he did. You don't hurt my feelings by saying that. I started off
I
on
could
it
have
up good.
told you what he was going to do. And guess
I
what?
took the worst end of
Guess
it.
what?
I was
Guess what?
representing him.
That man, hey, you might as well say, as far as Minnesota come, unemployed. Unemployed.
Eliminated.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Fired.
Yeah.
In the
He
words
card
of
no
Vince
longer
McMahon,
works.
in the words of the great Vince McMahon, your ass is fired. He's up out of here, man. He's up out of here, man. Last but not least, who you got for us, Trap?
Caleb Williams.
This has been great tonight. You said who?
Caleb Williams.
Overhyped. Overhyped.
You like my nails?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what did they call the boss when things didn't work out?
The bums.
Facts.
He's a bust to me, man. And I'm not talking about Jerome Bettis. You know what I mean? You know how they, on the thing to try to put my words wrong. I didn't say he's a bust.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. If it is, it's all flat. Nobody's getting taken to the chip. He's a bust, man. It's over, man.
And you know the craziest part about this is Chicago's defense is pretty solid, bro. And they got a nice receiving core over there.
It's the coaching, bro. The coaches is trash.
We're gonna find out. Hey, Trap, we're gonna find out this year. Because Ben Johnson is supposed to be the offensive quarterback whisperer. So we're gonna see what happens.
That's
The
gonna be
jury's
crazy.
still out. The jury's still out. The jury's still out.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy too to see, man. All right,
We gonna
man.
see.
Trap, you the special guest. You got any you got any shout outs or any rundowns you want to get on before we get on out of here?
Man, shout out to y'all, man, for allowing me to come on the platform and just allowing me to be a fan. Um, Shout out to my Commanders, man, because we about to kick some ass on Sunday. And I mean, shoot, shout out to life, man, because we still here and we winning.
Like
Damn
it.
right, man. Bugs, man, you got them. You already know what to do. Run them down, brother.
Man, listen, man. Shout out to my boy Trap, man, for gracing us with his presence, man. It's been an awesome show with you on here, bro. Like Pete said, man, the door is always open, man. We would love to have you, man. You made this very pleasurable experience, man. You had us on here laughing the whole entire time. Yo, we might need to get you on stage. We might need to get you on stage, sir. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll talk about that another time.
Y'all check out his TikTok too, man.
Fact though. Hey, shout out to the whole Hater Debate Squad, man. Shout out to MVP, man. Shout out to my boy Black that's not on the platform tonight, man. Shout out to myself as well, man. But most importantly, man, shout out to you, the viewers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all tapping in with us on all social media platforms, Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, man. We only can do this because of y'all, man. So we are forever grateful, man. Forever grateful.
That's big
What you got,
time
Pete?
true, man. Man, you know, the only thing I'm shooting out is the squad, shooting out Trap for coming out here, doing the thing, showing some love. Like you said, keeping the whole show interesting, entertaining. Shout out to the sponsors, Planet Vapor, Blind Fury Bro Studios, Rock Bottom Studios. Shout out to the viewers, man. You already know how we doing it. And I'm having technical difficulties out here, so I'm not going to be able to play the exit. I'm just going to do how we do on What's Name and just walk the hell on off, man.
Drop the mic on them niggas, man.
Yeah, so you guys, whenever y'all walk off, that's the end of the show, man. I gotta figure out how to pull the screen back up or whatever, but yeah, I'm out, guys. I appreciate y'all. One love.
One love.